Hey guys, welcome back to Comic Plays Shining Force. I'm the Comic Foil, and I think it's like a rule with my Let's Plays now that before the first episode of every new Let's Play, I have to just completely make an idiot of myself. So, today we're not only going to keep playing Shining Force, but we are going to freaking beat this battle of Shining Force, the introductory chapter. Yeah, dwarves and goblins don't scare me. Even if they do hang back and clump together. It's all just a matter of me learning how this game works. And one thing I learned is that one of the most effective things I can do here, actually, is to leave. Max, do you really want to retreat from this battle? Yes. Yeah, what's up with that? Well, I can actually ignore the battle entirely, which I wouldn't have thought to do because the game warps you right into that battle when you leave town. But there's a cabin over here, and I can come to this cabin. And apparently this is a very useful cabin because it has this guy. I am Gong. I have fought the evil of Runefast for many years. I will aid you. And just like that, Gong joins the Shining Force. I now have 7 people instead of 6. That alone is going to make all of this a lot easier. Search? Nothing unusual, just an axe. I don't know, I thought maybe I could take the axe. Anything cool in here? How about you? What do you have to say? Well, what a surprise. Rarely do we have guests in such a remote area, especially when the game railroads you to the first battle. I am a friar, though I may not look it. How can I help you? Well, you can save my game. Yes, make a record, and this time I'm not going to automatically quit the game after I save it, which is what I did at the end of the last episode. Will you continue your journey? Yes. I just assumed last time that I was, like, dismissing him, but instead I quit my journey. Strange things are in the woods. They give me the creeps. Well, Gong seems like a pretty strange guy. Actually, I don't know. I don't know anything about him. I'm not going to make any judgment calls. But yeah, we're in battle now, and now we can clearly see we have Gong here. Wait. If I can get the cursor right. There we go. Gong, who is a monk. He has the ability to heal people. He also has an attack. Okay. So, and it's back to these guys having not moved yet. But did your, like, speed increase or something? Because I felt like the Rune Knight got to move first last time. Let's look at him. Has a movement of 7, so he can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 if he wanted to. Let's just take this slowly. Yeah, he's gonna go back. So that's the Door of the Ancients. It's a 1,000-year door because I seem to be playing a lot of those lately. What are you doing? Okay. So most of my characters also are melee units, I've noticed. 3 of them are at least. You stay there. You stay there. Hopefully I'm not putting him right under goblin fire. Luke, get up there, Luke. And Gong, let's see what you're all about. Oh, Nameless Nick, just contacted me to tell me that he caught a Squirtle because Pokemon Go is in full swing. Yeah, I have been playing Pokemon Go. I didn't really want to at first, but I have to admit, it's pretty exciting. There we go. None of these guys have any sort of range attacks that I can gather. Yeah, it's weird. I didn't really think I would like it at all. I kind of just dismissed it when the game was initially announced. I just thought, like, whatever, it's gonna be a silly collection app. But it's oddly engrossing. Not because of the game itself. The game is, I think, very shallow and poorly coded. I'm just gonna throw that right out there. But like, the social aspect of it, it's a really fun game to play with other people. Oh, Hans grew to level 2. I think they kept their experience from my last failed attempt at this mission. So So it's a very forgiving RPG, I guess you could say. Yep, so Max is gonna get that hit there. I'll have to tell Nick congratulations later. Also, I should probably figure out how to make those notifications stop appearing. Because I need to, like, not have those appear during my Let's Plays. Not that I really mind, but I don't know. It's just a tiny bit unprofessional. Okay. Time for some magic. Let's blaze it. Oh, but she's still, like, really low on MP from last time, too. I guess I need to go stay at an inn or something. Magic is powerful, though. Magic seems pretty powerful. Seems like the way to go. And the way to low. Nobody's been getting hurt yet, so that's good. Yeah, Gong, you stay here, actually, and keep covering the archer. And let's look at these guys. You have a movement of 4, so you don't move very far, but you hit pretty hard. Compared to a goblin, who has an attack of 9, but a movement of 5. So you can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think you could actually reach my party right now if you wanted to. Don't know why you don't want to, but I'm not going to complain about that. Alright, gonna stab a goblin. He actually, in his animation, it looks like he's throwing his spear. I wonder if I can actually attack with him from afar. Alright, getting hit by a goblin sword. Come on, goblin, come at me. 2 damage, you got nothing, goblin. In typical D&D fashion, goblins are the Area 1 enemies. Alright, so this time I'm gonna keep Max in a position where he can't get double attacked by enemies. Alright, Luke is at level 2. Alright, this is interesting. Not sure how long I want to play this game. I'm not sure if it's going to stay Let's Play material for very long, but I really wanted to just try this because it's different. This is completely blind. I thought it would make interesting commentary to see me play off-brand Fire Emblem. To the Americans, though, Shining Force did come first. It was actually a sequel to another game called, Shining in the Darkness. Fun fact. So, Tao has 5 MP left, and Blaze doesn't cost that much. So yeah, let's do it. Yep, so I can do 1 more Blaze, which I think I'm gonna try and save for the boss. No, I should have still been saving it, but she hit level 2, so that's cool. Yeah, I can make as many attempts at this as I want, I think, and I'll just keep leveling up. And there's no permadeath, so even if a character dies, they're fine. They'll just come back at the end of the mission. So definitely much more low stakes, unless I want to, like, Nuzlocke run this. Pew pew! Potshots everywhere. And the dwarves are moving forward. The dwarves are on the move. I repeat, the dwarves are on the move. This is not a drill. It's a dark dwarf. 4 damage. They can do 4 damage to Luke. I don't know if there's much variation in how much damage they do. That's something to figure out in the future. But for now, I'm just going to have him retaliate. You got a funny nose, Luke. And I'll get a healer up there for you as soon as I can. Okay. Okay. So once again, the turn order is messing me up because I want to move him here to heal Luke, but I'm unable to. So I done goofed. And unfortunately, I can't heal people diagonally. Can I? Nope, I cannot. So stay. Oh, and he's the other guy with my heal ability. Well, yeah, let's do it. Magic, heal. Let's heal Luke. Let's try that. He just kind of makes a punching motion and it summons a little Tinkerbell. Cool. So I got a guy who's kind of beefy and can heal. That's pretty nice. Fortunately, it procced the other dwarf. Let's get rid of a goblin here. And there we go. Max is level 2. Which is good because he's the most important in terms of survivability. There's not a lot of stats in this game. And I'm kind of okay with that. Okay, this might be kind of dumb. But I'm gonna go up and whack this dwarf with a stick. Yep, only 1 point of damage. See, this was back when you had to do your own math and you had to figure out the trends of the game. Alright, how hard can I punch this dwarf? Not very hard. Okay, Gong, you're not much of a heavy hitter. Oh, did you just attack twice, though? Okay, so speed stats have something to do with it. Neat. Alright. What else can I do? Well, how much health do you have left? 6 out of 8. 9 out of 13. So... yeah, I guess the smart thing would be to use my heal magic on Max. There we go. That is such a silly looking outfit. Also, it makes him look way older, because I kind of got the impression that these were all kids, except for Gong. Yeah, Lo's like my best friend, right? That's the impression I'm getting. And Max. Finish him off. No more dwarves here. You're too short to ride. There we go. 42 experience. Some coins. Lots of nice money. Oh, yes, I can actually attack from afar. Cool, can we try that? Let's try that out. Okay, yeah, he's a spear thrower. He can attack from range. I'm learning things. I'm slowly learning more and more about the game. And I'm going to beat this mission. Okay, Luke, I'm gonna make a new wall here. Maybe should have put him so that he could guard Max. That's fine. If he gets an attack, I feel like he's gonna try and attack my mage anyway. Can you take him out? Do you have enough power? Yeah. Jawohl, Hans. Hans the German elf. And that leaves only the Rune Knight. You get to go again now? Why do you get to go again? I don't quite understand how the turn order works. But I'm gonna leave you here for now. Okay, and if I hit B, it automatically cancels whatever they were doing and goes into my look-around mode. Anybody I can heal? Yeah, I'll try a heal. Dude, I'll heal up before I just pile onto the Rune Knight. Oh, and it looks like characters can also heal themselves. So that's cool. Alright, there we go. So I didn't realize, Ken, I guess, is supposed to be a range unit. Who else can I heal here? Well, Max is at full. So, I guess the only other character to heal is Gong. And I don't want to move him up that far. I don't know if the Rune Knight is going to move. Well, how about I put him here? And then I start forming a wall. And then I'll collapse on the Rune Knight. No, the Rune Knight doesn't want to move. Okay. Well, let's see about healing myself. Oh, not enough MP to heal. How much does... Okay. So monks seem to be more made for faster attacking, but they can also use their chi to heal. Very cool. I think we're ready. Let's start throwing stuff. Oh. Ken, he's a cooler looking centaur than you. He also can quickly evade my attacks. Alright. Well, since Gong can't heal himself, I'll have Lo heal Gong. Using the last of his MP, I guess. Oh wait, no, I keep looking at the wrong thing. Yeah. Low's gonna be pretty useless if he runs out of MP. Do I really want to send him up? Yeah, I guess I do. Also, I don't know what the Rune Knight attacks with. Here it shows he has a lance, but if he's anything like Ken, he can attack from one space away. So I really don't know what's going on. Alright, get him, Max. Oh, that was a good hit. Inflicts 7 damage? Is that normal? I'm not really looking too deeply at the sprites right now. I mean, at the stats. I'm looking at the sprites, not the stats. Okay, time to set him on fire. Take him out, Tao. Yeah, you just got blazed. You're out of here. Burned to cinders. This door is mine. Call me the doorstop. Fools, you have won here, but Lord Cain of Runefaust is even now attacking Gardania. Oh no. Oh no, was this a diversion? If that creature spoke truly, we must return to help defend Gardania. Oh my. Okay, well. So that's it? We just... Yeah, it's not like it, like, goes to the next chapter or anything like that. It just... I can leave now. Right? Let's search the door. Nothing found at the door. No, okay, I'm just in free control now. What do my party members have to say about this? Oh, no, I can't talk to them or search them or anything like that. Okay. Alright, that's cool. We'll just head out. The earthquake blocked the road. Head north, but be ready for battle. Oh no. There's a full battalion out there, roughly the same size as the half battalion I just fought. No one enters Gardania while we live. For Dark Soul. For Dark Souls? I mean, Dark Souls is a good game and everything, but don't have to be elitist about it. Death to Gardania! Alright, so are we... Am I in battle again already? Like, is that just it? We're going straight into battle? Okay. I guess this is battle 2. Well, I'm gonna hope that these goblins can't completely gang up on Hans, because Hans is not supposed to take attacks. But it looks like there's only one way they can pile in from anyway. Hans is level 3. Lo and behold, you will stay here. So yeah, I guess I gotta get around this mountainside and help my kingdom. Fortunately, the land effect is slowing me down. And it's not like I can, like, change my turn order or anything. So... yeah, I don't have to protect the kingdom or anything because they're all gonna come at me. But those guys are running, so, like, I don't know. What is your plan? Are you regrouping in a larger area because you know your goblin tactics will not avail you here? That's an actual thing, goblin tactics. That's where you just keep replacing the last one with yourself. Like, you just... It's basically just swarming in, and swarming in. But goblin tactics are less effective in hallways, or rather they're easier to plan for, because only one goblin can really attack you at a time. But it just means that every goblin you kill gets replaced with a new goblin. So they've given up on their goblin tactics, apparently, because I'm actually leading with Hans. That doesn't seem like the smart thing to do in a normal situation. Gotta get my characters moved around so that I have a little bit more wiggle room. Because right now, Lo is in the way. Lo, you're in the way. Alright, so after a lot of hard work, several minutes, I finally managed to get into some kind of battle situation. An actual good formation, because all these goblins are kind of just holding the line right now. So let's punch him. Gong doesn't move as well in the mountains as I kind of hoped he would, you know, because he's like a cool mountain monk. But he's really good at double attacking dwarves, I've learned that. Not so much goblins. Goblins are faster guys. Oh, and now they're moving again. Some of them are retreating, some of them are coming closer to me. No, they're all retreating, as goblins are wont to do. Alright, Max, can you take him out? I mean, I knew you couldn't take him out, he was at full health, but that was a good hit anyway. What else do we got? Yeah, we could do some range attacks in theory, but the mounts are just really slowing me down here. I guess that's what they're supposed to do. Luckily, Ken can take hits better than Hans, so I'm not worried about the goblin running around trying to take a cheap shot at Hans the archer. But actually, like, no, this is pretty okay. The goblins actually have some kind of instinct for self-preservation. They're not just attacking me for the heck of it. They actually want to stay alive. Have I taken any damage yet? No, I don't think any of them have even attacked me yet. No, they haven't. They're being kinda lame, if I'm being perfectly honest. Low, bringing up the rear. Plus everybody, like... yeah, everybody fully healed and got their magic back when I left the last battle. I can see how this was like a really... considered like a really different game at the time. Yeah, let's start dwindling down the goblins now that we're in the marshes, or are these the plains, like the grasslands? Well, in any case, they're gonna be the graveyard of several goblins today. That one dwarf is just watching out. Maybe he's the boss. Maybe he's the boss dwarf. Alright, goblin attacks. Does 1 measly damage. These goblins got nothing. What's happening, bro? Get good, goblins. This game topped many, like, top Genesis games, though, and a lot of, best retro games. Not topped. It was, like, it was some magazine's, like, 83rd best retro RPG. Or, no, best retro game entirely. But, yeah, a lot of strategy RPG was built on the shoulders of games such as this. Fire Emblem was around before Shining Force, just not in America, but the original Fire Emblem was on the Famicom, as was, the Wars series. Which came first? Wars? Yeah, I think the Wars games on the Famicom were around before the original Fire Emblem. That's all in Japan. I don't know about that. But there was a Fire Emblem trilogy, and then Genealogy of the Holy War, and Thracia 776. Meanwhile, there was games like Ultima, and... well, there was a Calibeth, which many call Ultima Zero, and I take it Shining in the Darkness is kind of a lot like a Calibeth, you know, like first-person dungeon crawler kind of thing. The kind of game where you walk into a dungeon and fight a Gru. You're almost certain you'll be attacked by a Gru in the darkness. Alright. So we're getting onto some grasslands where once we get through these goblins, we're going to have a little bit better movement. Until then, you kind of just got to watch me trudge through them. But Hans is getting some speed. I was able to double attack. Cool. It's not like the Fire Emblems I'm used to playing that give you a little, like, play-by-play of how the battle's going to go down before you even start the battle. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Where it, like, says, like, this is how likely it is that you hit. This is how much damage you'll do if you hit. Here's how much health they have. Will they live? Maybe, maybe not. But it's not going to change my primitive strategy of just wailing on them. So I'm going to continue to wail on them. Okay, the dwarves are on the move now. The dwarves have joined the fray. Alright. I know there was also a GBA remake of this game, Shining Force. I mention that because I'm probably used some music from that for the transition I just did. It would be, if I could, I would play that one instead, because I was reading on Wikipedia, it like added a new storyline with the princess character that comes in later, and that sounds really cool. I'm always into playing an enhanced version of something, but I cannot find it anywhere, and I got this game for pretty cheap off of Steam during the Steam sale. I got a whole bunch of games in the Mega Drive collection, which is really exciting for me because, as I said before, I was a Nintendo kid growing up, even though I did also miss out on a lot of great Nintendo games that I didn't get until later on the Virtual Console. But that's just how it was back then. Like, we didn't know what was good. We had a Sega Genesis and we had a Super Nintendo. I was very lucky, but I quickly joined the... No, I'm gonna save Tao. I'm gonna save Tao until a little later. I'm gonna save her magic. I hope I'm not cheating her out of experience by doing that. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I might lose my train of thought while I'm trying to figure out how to do certain things in this game. But anyway. The only time we would get video games when me and my sister was little was if they were on sale at the video store, if we happened to be there. And the ones that were on sale were usually bad ones, and we didn't really know what was good anyway. We knew we liked Mario, so we had Super Mario World, we had the Donkey Kong Countries. Those were like my first video games I ever got really deep into. Those guys still hit kinda hard, but luckily I've leveled up, so it's not such a problem anymore. Yeah, you just stay there, Gong. It's getting a little too crowded for you. What other cool games did we have at the time? We would get, like, ones based off of movies that we liked. So we have a bunch of crappy Super Nintendo Disney games, like Toy Story and, well, Lion King, which is actually an awesome Disney game on the Super Nintendo, but really unfair in its difficulty. Yes, I was just thinking, I hope Luke levels up soon. I was just thinking that. Okay, I like Luke. He hits hard. I guess that's the point of a warrior. I'm gonna want somebody to heal Max soon. What else do we have? One of the worst video games in my collection is like this Bugs Bunny game. It's Bugs Bunny and Rabbit Rampage for the Super Nintendo, and that's just like one of the weird games we happen to have because we didn't know what was good. But all three of the Donkey Kong Country games, we had Super Mario World, we had Super Mario All-Stars, so a lot of Mario and Donkey Kong back in the day. I've managed to find most good Super Nintendo games in some other form without the use of emulators. I don't emulate, guys, okay? But like on GBA remakes or re-releases or on the Virtual Console or just eBaying the old ones, but I'm a little jealous of some of my friends. My one friend has a whole bunch of just great games on the Super Nintendo, including like on the original cartridges, like Link to the Past and Kirby Superstar and Yoshi's Island and stuff like that, and Chrono Trigger, like freaking Chrono Trigger on the Super Nintendo, Secret of Mana, and I don't know, it would have been really cool to like get in on the ground floor for stuff like that. Okay, before I move Gong, I want to get an idea of how close my enemies are getting. Okay, what's your movement there, bud? 7. And... okay, that's just a regular Dark Dwarf, right? There's nothing special about that. He has a hand axe, which in Fire Emblem means he can use it from range, but I don't know if that means the same thing here. Yeah, you have a hand axe too, and you're not attacking from range, so... I can kind of see, like, the footprints of later Fire Emblem games in this, though, or other tactical games. I don't know, Valkyria Chronicles, whatever. I've never played Valkyria Chronicles. Really, it's mostly Fire Emblem for me, as far as turn-based whatever. But, like, like my knight, Ken, his weapon is kind of like the javelin from Fire Emblem, you know? Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to march ahead a little bit to get to any more of the battles, so I'm gonna skip ahead a little more. Alright, so they're not approaching me still, and I'm just fine with that because I was able to build a wall and I can slowly approach them, and if I can block the bridge, maybe I could just shoot range attacks at them. Wouldn't that be nice? Well, until then, I'm gonna keep inching forward. I can see that, I mean, just like my area highlights, I can get a little bit of a flash of how far they can move. Yeah, they don't want to leave their spot. And that's okay. I'm not gonna make them. Alright. Also, I don't know what Hans was talking about being so afraid of getting attacked, because he only has a defense of 4. I was looking at it. His defense is higher than Gong's. I mean, Gong has a defense of 4. Hans has a defense of 5, so he actually can take attacks better than Gong. Supposedly. Even though Gong hasn't exactly been, like, dying from overexposure here. Hans, you hold tight for a second. Wow, am I just gonna be able to, like, keep blasting at them here? Does anybody need healing? How about that? Because, okay, he can maybe use healing. But right now, he can just use throwing. I have the superior centaur, Land Horse Man. I've decided that Ken is the new Sane, but I need to start using Tao. Need to take advantage of all this magic, and I've been saving it for something. I don't want to just not use her, because then she's not going to level up. And that one girl in Guardiana hates her because she's calling herself a mage, so I gotta fight for her honor. I procced him. Alright. Come on, Dark Dwarf. You got nothing, Dark Dwarf. Yeah, 3? I eat 3 attacks for breakfast. Let's see you double attack me, huh? Yeah, you can't. Get out of here, Dark Dwarf. Oh, man, Max is getting strong, too. Guess I'm gonna finish him off with Hans. I guess that's what's gonna happen. Or I could just drop low behind him and keep healing. Yeah, how about that? Because I think eventually everybody learns other magic. Alright, do a heal. Eventually, I think I'm gonna start, like, trying to cut out healing animations, because they're gonna get boring. I don't know, I'll have some fun editing this one, figuring out what works and what doesn't. Yeah, you move back here, because maybe I'll get some extra turns out of having Gong heal Ken, get some extra experience. That's really cool, though. I like Gong, because he's an attacker who also heals, and that's okay. Oh, whoops. I told her to wait, and I didn't mean to. But this dwarf does not stand a chance now. He really doesn't. Because I could just keep whacking him with Max, and then healing Max. So, I mean, there's no way, guys. Get away from my castle. 1 point of damage left. Aw, weak sauce. Alright, you wait. And let's do a heal. I punch to heal you. Yeah. Alright, great. I was looking just a tiny bit at guides, and some of them say any, like, magic casters, like Lo and Tao, you're gonna be, physically attacking so infrequently that you might as well just sell their weapons. So, I mean, I would entertain that notion, but I guess there's different animations that magic wielders do if they're not holding a weapon, and that one's Gong's. Because, yeah, I don't think Gong has a weapon, he's just a monk. I'm not sure what weapons what characters can wield. I would guess you have to be an archer to use a bow, but I don't know if it's as constrictive as Fire Emblem, where fighters use axes and Myrmidons use swords. Yeah, he's equipped with nothing. He's just going all natural here. Alright. Ken, you are now top horse. Bam. No more horses around here. Is that a mean thing? Do centaurs get offended, do you think, when you call them horses? Yeah, probably. Do I want to give this to Hans? No, I want to give it to Tao. I'm gonna give the experience to Tao. Alright, let's do a spell. And it's great, because you're dead, and we have your funeral at the same time, because you're cremated. And now your ashes will go towards fertilizing a nice garden in the middle of this field. Well done, Shining Force! Now, enter Guardiana and find out what's happened there. Well, what do you guys think? No, it's still, like, in the attack view, too. So can I, like, explore parts unknown instead of going into town? Well, I went into town accidentally, so... You made it back! You're a little late. We were almost overrun by Runefaust. We held them off, but we've suffered greatly, as you'll see as you wander around. Most of our knights were lost in the battle. Many homes were damaged, but we held. We'll keep watch here. Runefaust is bound to attack again, sooner or later. Well, starting off with some pretty high stakes. Oh my god! Yeah, they weren't kidding. These are damages. Their commander, Kane of Runefaust, evil to the core. Ah, such desolation. I can, like, actually walk in the inn without going through the door now. Praise the light, that's over. Monsters fighting. I can't take much more of this. Well, I can take a lot more of this. I'm having a good time, actually. Even though the way you move the characters takes a long time and, you know, the mechanics are a little bit dated, but yeah, this is great. I'm gonna keep going on with Shining Force, so expect at least a few more episodes of this. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you could foresee watching me actually complete this game. In the meantime, have yourself a wonderful day. Comic Foil, out. That ending was, like, way too happy. Like, I'm surrounded by all this desolation and, like, I don't know. How could this happen? My people. I will avenge them. Yeah, that's a better ending. There we go.